Hey, did y'all know that there is a difference between an independent biker and a solo biker? Independent rider, solo rider? Did y'all know there was a difference? Apparently there is. I did a video just a little while ago, a note to an independent biker. The response for that video was amazing. That amazing, got great views, great comments. But again, I didn't know there was a difference. Y'all hear the birds in the background? Y'all know my thing is listen to the birds. The birds don't worry about nothing. Side note, don't worry about stuff. Listen to the birds in the morning. The birds be out there singing loud, man. That's just, I don't know, I'm really off script right now, but I just want to encourage you guys, listen to the birds. They don't worry. They know God's going to take care of them. Back to the video. There is a difference between independent biker and solo biker, independent rider and solo rider. And I didn't know that until I got so much feedback from the solo riders. So solo riders, you up, this is for you. This video is for you. I want to hear from you guys, your opinions and what you got going on. Now, I looked up a couple definitions of independent riders and solo riders. I don't think there's one specific answer or one specific definition that can describe either of them. Independent, club rider, lone wolf, solo rider. But this is the definition of the independent rider. Independent riders refer to individuals who ride motorcycles without being affiliated with a specific club. They are typically part of a formal organization, but may still participate in events. They ride together with others or form smaller groups for social riding. The independent rider chooses to do both, in my opinion. They choose to deal with the motorcycle set, motorcycle culture, being motorcycle clubs and stuff. They also choose to do events outside of the club setting, which is, different type rides, events, charity events, all that type stuff. So that's the independent rider. Now, before you come at me, just understand, I'm sure that there's several different meanings of what a solo rider is or what it means to be a solo rider. But one of the meanings I saw was riders may enjoy riding alone for personal freedoms and also the ability to set their own pace. Basically move how they want to move. Now this next one, even though it has this definition is under the solo rider, I think it could really cross paths with all of them. The person that rides in a club, the independent rider, the solo rider, the lone wolf. And what that says is solo rider can provide meditative experience, mental clarity, and relaxation. Now, I know I can speak for myself, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will agree. Being a solo rider, being an independent rider, being an MC, being a lone wolf, that last definition is all of us. Because when we ride, it takes us somewhere. It takes our mind somewhere. It allows a lot of us not to have to go get on the couch, i.e. the person that sits beside the couch with a pen and paper, writing down all of your thoughts and stuff. So it's across the board for all of us. Riders enjoy riding alone, often for reasons for personal freedom, focus, and the ability to set their own pace. Solo riding, it says that it can provide a meditative experience, mental clarity, and relaxation. Any of you that ride, whether you're in a club, independent, solo, or a lone wolf, that definition can cover all of the above. Meditative experience, mental clarity, relaxation. Come on, if y'all just think about it. When y'all out there riding your motorcycle, I know me personally, a lot of times I have to be intentional about thinking about certain things. Because when I'm on that motorcycle, I'm thinking about riding that motorcycle. I'm looking at the traffic in front of me, the traffic behind me. If there's no traffic, I'm just thinking about riding that motorcycle. I think that these could be parallel right with each other, and they even cross each other between all of the titles that you might want to call yourself a rider. So now that we've established what the bikers are, let's get into this video and get into some of these comments that you guys provided us with. We had a lot of great feedback, and then we had a lot of feedback that was people's opinions, how they felt. And then we had a lot of you guys kind of downplaying or bashing the independent riders, y'all solo riders. And I say y'all solo riders because y'all were saying I'm a solo rider, this, that, and the other. So let's get into it. Now, I have gotten a lot of feedback on that video, and I've gotten a lot of comments on that video. We got a lot of great comments, and then we got some comments that, in my opinion, people weren't giving other people their space. People do stuff differently. People like different stuff. And I think that as being riders, we all need to be, well, let me say this. I like that for you. I think more people need to have that mentality. I like that for you. You may like it, but that's not necessarily what I like. Man, them birds are loud. And when I say I like that for you, let me give you an example. I have a Jeep Wrangler, and it's customized. I did the majority of it myself, but probably, well, I did everything myself except put the head unit in, the radio. There was just too many wires back there, and I wasn't gonna do it. So I pulled it out, looked at it, put it back in, took it somewhere, paid somebody to do it. But in talking about Jeeps, it's a culture, just like Harleys or motorcycles is a culture. So I had a lot of, I see a lot of Jeeps that I don't necessarily care for. But in my mind, I've resolved a long time ago that some things I don't like, but if you like it, I like that for you. I feel like we need to give more space for people that like what they like. We don't have to like it, but if they like it, I like that for you. And leave them their space. Agree to disagree? Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Now, is there a difference between a solo biker and an independent biker? I think so. One of the most important things, I do feel that people need to give other people room to be who they are. There's a lot of uplifting comments. Some people really needed that video. Some people really didn't care for it. Some people thought it was pointless. That's the thing about social media or YouTube. But you get out of it what you put into it, or in some cases, what you're looking for. Now, I learned real quick that solo riders weren't shy about letting their feelings fly. Saying things like it's like a circus, or, you know, a bunch of biker nerds or whatever at certain events. Comments about they'll suck the life out, these events will suck the life out of you. Comments where, you know, one guy said something to the effect of, hey, you don't want to go to an event with 1%ers interrupting people, or remember what your daddy taught you about interrupting people while they were talking or something like that. My question is, did you listen to the video? Did you listen to what the video was geared towards? The video is geared towards people who actually want to go to these different meets. If you have been on the set for any amount of time and you know the difference between 99 and 1%ers, then you would probably understand that that video was not made for people looking to attend 1% of events. Because first of all, 1% of it, you know what? I'm not even gonna really get into that because that's a whole nother deal. And I talk about stuff that I know about. I know about riding, I know about being with good people, I know about reaching across the aisle. He even said something about getting stamped with the 1-8 on your forehead. I really think he meant 81, but I digress. As you guys can see, there was a lot of comments. Some people that really needed that video or really enjoyed that video. And then there was some people that want to put up just what their opinions were. But my biggest ask is that you actually look at the video before you start typing to put your opinion or to add your comments. Look at the actual video and then add your comments. The comment about your daddy should have taught you about interrupting people talking or grown people talking or whatever. That's not what we're talking about here. If you've ever attended any of these events, the event that I was speaking of or any of the other events that I frequent or a lot of you guys frequent or whatever, you already know what it is. So there's really no questioning about that. See, listen to that. Y'all see that right there in the background? That's what I'm talking about. I couldn't have planned that better. That right there is life, which is leading into my next point. Let me be clear. That last video, it was for that rider that sees that group and says, one day I'm gonna be riding with them. Who looks at the community with aspirations, who wants to share stories, hear stories, and feel like they're part of something. Because the truth is, life is heavy. The 9 to 5, the family stress, the grind, and sometimes seeing the bike parked outside of the store or hearing the rumble past your job just does something for your soul, man. In my case, I'm at work right now. Some of us started riding because of our uncle rode, our brother rode, our cousin rode, somebody in the neighborhood, or just seeing somebody, or just seeing motorcycles in general. My truth is, the reason why I like motorcycles is because of Chips, the sitcom that used to come on in the late 70s. I thought Frank Poncherello was the coolest thing because he had the black gloves. And until a few years ago, I always thought that they were riding Harleys, but they were Kawasaki's. But I remember looking at it thinking, yo, that's gonna be me one day, riding a motorcycle. Look at me now. But now to the solo riders. You don't hit the events. You don't rock with the crowds. You move how you move. I get that, and that's fair, and that's your prerogative. So I want to hear from you. What's your take? Why do you do it? Why do you ride like you do? Why do you choose to ride like you do? I hope you got to this point in the video so that you can add your flavor, add your take, add your why. The truth of the matter is, somebody watching this video might want to be that solo rider. They might want to just be out there by themselves, moving how they move, doing what they do. You never know. The only thing that I ask that you guys do in this video with your comments is be respectful, because you never know who is watching these videos, and people internalize stuff when they read comments. A lot of times they're swayed this way or that way by reading what somebody else says, by somebody that they think is doing a certain thing. And the kicker is sometimes that person might even not be doing it. So again, just be respectful. Put your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Tell us how it helps you, how you got here, what keeps you rolling, and do it without putting the next person down. That's all I ask. Because someone is watching might be wondering if they should go solo too. They might be looking for a different path, a quieter lane, a deeper reason to ride. At the end of the day, the goal is simple. Ride true, stay in your comfort zone, or push it when you're ready to push it. This life on two wheels, it's wide enough for all of us. Whether you're in a pack or you out there alone, chasing sunsets. Yes. or chasing sunrises. Before you go, respect the space, respect each other. Let's build now. So that's it for this video, guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching. And as always, my name is LT. This is Views on Tools. Be nice, smile at somebody, ride every day.